Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be using 5 ingredients to make a simple ghost pepper jelly. Stay tuned. Check out this ghost pepper plant. There's so many peppers starting to ripen up on here. There's more that are on here. You just can't really see them too well because they're still green. They kind of blend in with the leaves. But I'm so excited for these. So I'm going to go ahead and get these harvested, and we will get these back inside and we'll get right into this recipe. Oh my goodness, guys, these peppers look so good right now. I cannot imagine how much heat is in my hands right now. I did have one pepper that got a little bit messed up. I don't know what happened here. I don't know if I hit it with the weed whacker or if the chicken started pecking at it, what happened, but either way, it's okay. We're gonna bring these inside, we're gonna get these washed up, and we'll get right into today's recipe. For today's recipe, we'll be using 1.5 tablespoons of pure fruit pectin. We'll be using 3 cups of granulated sugar, 3 peaches, 5 ghost peppers, and 1 lemon. The lemon will help keep these from changing colors. So let's get right into this. Our first step today will be to cut these peaches up, and we're gonna cut them into chunks just like this. Make sure you remove the pit in the middle. Now that all of our peaches are cut, make sure you put gloves on, and we're gonna cut up these ghost peppers. Okay, we've cut all the tops off the peppers, and we've cut them all in half. Now we can go ahead and just throw these right in to the bowl with the peaches. Next step. Okay, the next step, I already put 2 cups of sugar in the blender, and we're just gonna add the rest of this into the blender. I like to put my sugar on the bottom, that way it all blends up well, so we don't have any stuck. That's all in there. I'm gonna add my last cup of sugar once I get this actually on the pan. So I'll get the lid on this, and we'll get this blended. All right, that is nicely blended now. We've got a nice puree consistency. So go ahead and take a look at it here, just so you guys can see. That is a nice consistency. There's no chunks or anything like that in there. So now we are good to go ahead and add this to our pan over here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and turn our heat on high here, put our pan on, and then we'll add 1 more cup of sugar. We'll let that start cooking. As that's melting down, I'll go ahead and add this to it as well. And we are going to get our puree here to a rolling boil, and we're gonna let that sit for just a second, and then we're gonna add our fruit pectin. Once we add our fruit pectin, we'll have to stir consistently. Okay, I'll check back in with you guys once this is up to a rolling boil. I almost forgot, now that this is at a rolling boil, we're gonna squeeze in our lemon. And any seeds that fall in, just try to pull those out real quick before you mix this into the mixture. All right. Okay, now that we are at a rolling boil, I'm good to go ahead and add the fruit pectin. So we'll go ahead and add this in now. And then we have to stir consistency for 3 to 5 minutes. Constantly stirring this until we get to the consistency that we're looking for. I need this a little thicker, so I'm gonna add a 1/2 tablespoon of pectin back to it. All right. Keep stirring that in. right, that is where we want it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this heat off, let this cool for a second, and any foam bubbles that rise to the top, I will scoop out with a spoon. While I wait for this to cool off just a little bit before I put it in my jars, I added a pot of water on the back burner, put it on low heat just to start getting that temperature up a little bit, so once I put this into the jars, we can properly can it. Okay, now this has cooled down a bit, I can go ahead and start adding this to my jars. It's still pretty liquidy. That is okay, it's because it's really hot. I put a little bit on a paper plate, put it in my fridge to cool it down faster, and it has a really nice consistency. It's about what I'm looking for. I need a better method of putting this in here, but this is all I have for now. Soon I'll get something better. So we want to fill these up and leave about a 1/4 inch on the top, so once I can these, it has enough room. There we go, it's about how much we want. I will do these to all 5 of these jars, and I'll check back in with you guys once they're all filled. Okay, there's the little bit I put on a paper plate to sample. It's got a really good consistency to it. It's exactly what I'm looking for. So I filled up all 5 of these jars here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the lids on and then pop them in their water bath. They're gonna sit in there for about 15 minutes. All right, these have been water bathing for about 15 minutes now. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these out and let these get dried off. One of them just popped. All right. Well, all right, guys, there you have it. 5 simple ingredients. We got our ghost peppers, peaches, lemon, pectin, and sugar. We got 5 4-ounce jars and 1 16-ounce jar that's got probably 12 to 14 ounces of jam in it. So what I did is I took some of that jam off that paper plate from earlier and I made a cracker so we can go ahead and taste test this. So let's give it a try. Cheers, guys. Sorry about that, my camera cut off, but actually that's really good. So it's sweet when you first bite into it. You could taste the peaches and the sugar gives it a good amount of sweetness, and then after you swallow it, that heat builds and you can feel it start burning a little bit in your mouth, but it's not over the top. I didn't put too many ghost peppers in it, so it's actually really good. So there you have it, guys. Well, if you guys made it this far into the video and you're not already subscribed, I really encourage you to click that subscribe button. We have lots of new content on the way. And as always, all products used in this video will be linked in the description below. If you like it, guys, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment on what I should do next time. Thanks.